that everybody suddenly moved to remote work, kind of last year, the year before, we're now starting to come out of that scenario. We want to try and get people back working in the office, but it's not just a straight switch and get people back in. It's not going to work for everybody. The workforce is fundamentally changing. So now we're looking at what's called hybrid work. So a blended model where some people return to the office, others continue to work from home, and some people work in a combination of the two. So there's a few interesting statistics that we can run through. Apparently over 40% of the global workforce are considering leaving their employer this year. And that's due to the way that work is changing. People have got more opportunities open to them. And by moving to hybrid work, by moving and giving people flexibility within the work that they're doing, we can start to kind of retain staff and make our workplaces more attractive for people. There's been a study by the Work Trend Index, which says that over 70% of workers want some form of flexibility in their working now. But at the same time, conversely, a lot of people are also craving more in-person time. There's a lot of benefits to be had from being in the office, from being in person with people, but there's also benefits to working from home. So you can see from some of the statistics on the screen here that a lot of people are looking at redesigning office spaces for hybrid work. A lot of people are downsizing their office spaces because they're allowing people to work more from home, but they still want to provide that kind of functionality to people. Employees want flexible remote work options to stay. A lot of people have built that into their daily lives now. They are allowed to do more things, outside of work. It's a lot more convenient. Losing the commute time really helps with a lot of people's day-to-day lives. And a lot of employees want in-person work and collaboration. They see the benefits of the social aspect, and it can be more productive to be in person with people, but at the same time, other people don't feel the same, around those. So hybrid work gives us a flexibility, it opens up those options, and it gives us the ability to allow people to work how they perform best. What we've noticed is that over the time where people have been kind of working from home, working remotely, our relationships with the workforce have changed. So people that we work closely with within our teams, we've got a lot more interaction with. We've had a lot more communication with our immediate co-workers, with the people that are in our teams or in our departments. But our distant networks have started to degrade slightly. So our more infrequent interactions, which typically when you're in person, you can bump into people around the office, you can build up relationships outside of your immediate team. Those things have started to diminish because we now only contact those people when we've got an actual need for that collaboration. And being remote, the need for that collaboration isn't there as frequently. We don't have those chance meetings. We don't have the ability to look at those things. So getting some form of in-person working back up and running is really beneficial to an organizational wide culture. We've also noticed that as remote work has increased, there's a diversification of the workforce. It opens up the talent pools for us. It allows us, by not being constrained to a geographic area or a particular office, to be able to bring people into the organization that potentially wouldn't have looked at those opportunities before. And with it, the talent landscape has changed dramatically. So looking at things like LinkedIn and where applications for jobs are coming from, we've seen a marked increase in female applications for jobs, people without graduate degrees, and of younger people applying for jobs that potentially they wouldn't have done before they could do so remotely and feel more comfortable doing so.